Hello and welcome. This is Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. With me, Michael Vaughan and Joy Bhattacharya. Michael, you got to say, from where Mumbai was at many times in this innings, getting to 150 plus, they'd be saying, "Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Santa."
Yeah, down to Tilak Varma. He played great. 19 years of age. I know he's highly thought of, but played with great maturity, clarity. I think Matthew Hayden on commentary used the word scrambled, and they've scrambled their way to 155. If the yellows had been able to catch, not sure what Ravi Jadeja is doing with his fielding, but I've never seen him drop a catch like that. And then there was another one that hit a chest, didn't even get a paw on it. If they'd have been able to catch, I think they'd have been looking at 130. But brilliant from Tilak and Mumbai. From a team you can see at the top of the order, just got no confidence at the minute. They've managed to get somewhere near. I don't think it's par, it's below par, but at least it's competitive.
Joy, we're saying Christmas. The ball was a butterball turkey, the way Chennai was fielding.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody had greased that ball. I mean, I haven't seen Ravindra Jadeja drop 2 catches in an entire IPL tournament. For him to drop 2 in one match and catches like that, I literally, dollies. I mean, it's unbelievable, I mean, if he's ever called to a christening, he won't be allowed to hold the baby. I'm very sure.
Well, I just hope they don't throw the baby to him in the first place. Oh, Lord. It really was. I mean, the fact that Chennai has been able to restrict Mumbai to 155, because as Michael said, this is nowhere near a pass score. That has happened despite the fact that there was just a lot of drops and everything. But Michael, I mean, those first 2-3 overs of the game, I thought I was going to get whiplash the way that game was going in the first 3 overs. That's more excitement than most games have in their entirety.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not playing with confidence. Full credit to Mukesh Chowdhury. He bowled great. He bowled in the right areas, but that top order, Rohit, Ishan, young Brevis, he didn't quite get going today, but it's the opening partnership really with so much skill. They've got so much experience. They're 2 wonderful players. Only they know whether they're tired, drained. Only Rohit can be answering that kind of question, but neither of them have just got any kind of clarity of the way that they want to play. And that's really the fundamental basics of the Mumbai team, that they're so used to getting foundations and platforms at the top of the order with the likes of Rohit, Sharma. It's just not happened this year for them.
Joy, if you were to tell a 25-year-old Mukesh Chaudhary before this year's tournament began that you're going to be bowling the first over against Mumbai, our arch rivals, and you're going to get Rohit and Ishan in the first over, both for ducks, he would have probably woken himself up and said, that must have been a dream.
Yeah, and not only that, Maharashtra boy, so he'd know Rohit and he would have probably hero worshipped Rohit growing up. So, there's so much there in the kind of cricket these boys have played. And this is the IPL for young, fearless cricketers. Tilak Varma, Mukesh Chaudhary. I mean, who's getting the runs? It's not the Rohits and the Kohlis of the world. It's, the Sai Sudarshans and the Jitesh Sharmas and the Tilak Varmas. And that's what's made this tournament so very special. Guys like Mukesh Chaudhary coming and getting wickets.
We're talking about, the 2 youngsters. One, of course, Mukesh for Chennai, and then Tilak Varma for Mumbai. But if you look around, there's just no... Surya got going. For sure, Surya got going. We discussed it in the comm box. A brilliant trap laid for him to get him out, deep square leg. Kind of hoiked it there when he was dominating the bowling. They weren't letting him play on his favorite offside. Kept him tight, Santa, and that's how they got his wicket. But otherwise... Look at the top 3, right? So they've not got anything from the top 3, but they've managed to get a little bit from 4, 5, and 6 there, and then Jaydev Unadkat with a little bit of fireworks in the end. And that partnership, we've got to. Let's just start from the end first, Michael. We've got to give it to both Tilak Varma and Jaydev Unadkat for that 35-run partnership in the end, because in the middle of the 18th over, when the 7th fell, you thought, well, that's it. It's done. They'll barely get 130.
Did Joy's doorbell just rang?
It did.
Someone. I think Joy's got a delivery.
I hope it's. I hope it's not a butterball turkey. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be reliant on your back end to get you big scores. You really have to be front ended. You've got to get that platform set at the the start. But full credit to Mumbai. I think we've mentioned they were helped by a poor fielding effort by Chennai, but these franchise teams, the IPL sides, they've got so much kind of quality in batting that the top three don't get anything, and you still manage to scrape to 155 because the batting's so deep. You go back probably 10 years ago. Most batting teams around the world stopped at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 could hold a bat, but not really cause too much damage. It's just the norm now that the back end of the innings can protect the front end of the innings when it fails, and they've done it reasonably well. They've got themselves to a score that if they get early wickets and they field a lot better than Chennai did, you just never know.
I don't know, but do you? Do we know, Joy? Do we know a little bit?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing that I loved in this match: the two planned out wickets. One, of course, you were talking to, which was, of course, definitely, the way they got Surya Kumar Yadav. There was a plan there, and we were talking about it. Moeen Ali was sitting in the back. You could see him there. And the moment he hit that shot, they knew they had Santner try and get him to sweep that ball, slog sweep that. And that was absolutely brilliant. The second was Kieran Pollard. You got him straight. You got him really straight.
Not that fielder again. Chennai keeps putting that fielder, and I couldn't believe that Pollard got up to that fielder.
And one of the taller guys, Shivam Dubey, so he's got a bit more height to catch it. And it was so beautifully done. And see, that's my only problem. That even though they got it right, Chennai got it right so many times, a combination of bad fielding and somehow I didn't feel they were tight enough in the end. They shouldn't have given away 155. No matter what you say, I feel this should have been 135, 140, even with what those guys did. I mean, this is the one problem with Mumbai and Chennai. Why are they losing? It's not that they're playing badly throughout. They're not closing games. And I think Chennai didn't close this innings very well. They left a little bit of the gate. And 155, if you're told Mumbai, the 10th over, 155 they're going to get, they would have been, wow, we'll take it. We'll take it. Maybe get a couple of wickets. Daniel Sams gets something. Bumrah gets something. And hey, we're ticking. So, yeah, they've just got themselves back into the game with a little bit of a chance.
You're so right, Joy. There is no reason, Michael, that Chennai should have given 99 runs in the back 10 after 4 wickets were down.
No, and I guess you could say it's the Chennai season. They've just not got that edge. Whether it is the new captain, whether it's just a few different players, whether they're just going through one of those periods where they're making mistakes. But ultimately, you wouldn't say that you've seen this from many Chennai sides of the past where, you look at the last game, they had that game won. They allowed Rashid Khan and co to get over the line with, poor bowling at the end. But that's not a Chennai way. Chennai, when they're getting on top in tight games, they have always won the game. And today, again, you look at this situation, they should chase down the target, but they may not. And it'll come down to the way that they fielded, the way that they've allowed Mumbai to get near on 100 in the last 10 overs. They should have been chasing this evening 120, 125. And they've allowed Mumbai to get that extra 30 runs. And you just never know. You never ever know in T20 cricket that Mumbai might just get a little bit of buzz and energy from the fact that they have probably scrambled. I'll keep using the word scramble. I'll nick it off Haydos. They've scrambled their way to a score that is defendable. 120 is not defendable. But 155 certainly is, if you get everything right.
Yep. Who are their bowlers, though? They've made wholesale changes to their bowling lineup today. Let's have a look at their 11 so you can get a hang of that. Of course, Jasprit Bumrah, who's always been their linchpin, but it's just without wickets this season. It's just been that kind of a dry summer for him. There's Jaydev Unadkat. He'll take a little batting confidence into the bowling innings now. Riley Meredith, who's playing his first game for Mumbai today. Ritik Shokeen, he'll take some confidence as well. He was good with the bat. Daniel Sams, and you could get a little bit of bowling then from your top 6 there with Brevis and Kieran Pollard. But this is the main bowling lineup there for them. And for the Chennai batters, let's have a look there because they are batting deep. Always batting deep, no surprise there. But they're batting to number 8 today. And by number 8, I mean they've got Dwayne Bravo coming in at number 8. And Dwayne Pretorius is no mug with the bat as well. And he's at 9. So they've got that batting lineup. They will need to have a flawless game in the field with ball. And of course, while fielding.
Yeah, the only problem is that you remember that Chennai, this pitch is holding a bit, gripping a bit, holding a bit. Chennai bowled 11 overs of spin. And the only thing close to a specialist spinner that Mumbai has is a guy, Ritik Shokeen, who's playing his first match. He's their
Yeah.
specialist spinner. You don't have another specialist spinner in that line. The only other bowler who probably like this kind of track is Jaydev Unadkat, because his ball grips a bit. He can blow those, they call Katori, slower ones. But that's the point, that they're not really equipped to bowl really well in these conditions.
Can they do it? Well, 155 is what Mumbai needs to defend to get off the mark. They've got no points, remember. And if Chennai wins today, they double their points tally because they've got 2. Never thought we'd be saying these words in the 7th game for these teams. It's just, the world's upside down. Jadeja's dropping catches. Bravo dropped it. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to look outside at 10 p.m. and the sun's going to be shining.
Did I win the prediction, by the way?
He won the prediction.
What was yours?
160.
You were 160 round.
Yep.
And you win by the skin of your teeth. Well done, Michael Vaughan. Well done, genius. Well done, his little genius. All right.
I'll tell you one thing though, Gaurav, before ending, I just want to say one thing which symbolized Chennai's outing today, which is that after he drops the catch, at the end of the over, the bowler throws the ball to the captain, and he's like juggling it, Ravindra Jadeja, from one hand to the other, and he drops that as well, and it sort of symbolizes what is going through his head. He's going like this. Hey, I dropped that as well, and somewhere that tells you a little bit about the kind of pressure he is in, what his state of mind was. But it was so symbolic, as you have to pick up on it.
Butterball turkey, I'm telling you, that's what it was today. And anyway, listen, we're gonna obviously come back and talk about this match a lot more when we finish. Right now, it's Mumbai who has to get to 150. Chennai who has to get to 156 to double their points tally. Can they do it? Can they not? Fields, #Fields, gents. Where do you think it's going? Come on. Put your money where your mouth is. Batting team, Chennai. All right, great. I do want to tell you that Daniel Sams has got Rituraj Gaikwad first ball duck.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, yes.
I'm checking. I'm checking that.
I don't know why. Michael just does not trust me. Does not trust me.
Well,
Joy, what's your call?
Because it's not picked up yet.
Yeah, you're going to see it in a second.
Yeah, I think Mumbai is just a little bit of crack in that Chennai defense. They'll be the more upside going in. So a couple of wickets, who knows?
All right, should we do the power play game then, real quick? Yeah, power play game. Come on, let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
How much is Chennai getting in the power play?
41.
41.
Oh yeah. You're right. They did lose a wicket. 44.
I like how there's just no trust in the presenter of this show. It's just like,
no.
Hang on a second while I verify. Gonna get some independent auditors here in from KPMG to see if they can tell us.
Just cost me a fortune to get that sorted.
All right, so I'm gonna say they'll get 49. I feel like Robbie's gonna get going, so 49. But then I also thought Ishan would get going, but he lasted the ball more than Rohit did, so yeah, wasn't all that bad. All right. So those are our score predictions. We're going to go now, and we're going to see you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. That's our little update then. This was Cricbuzz Live. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.